I can't open it very wide. Fair enough. There's B2. Back in the water wheel room. Ah, they're Hummers. I can see them. I can see them perched. Eat pipe. There you go. Oh, look, there's a portal. Let me make sure the room's actually clear of enemies before I go to heal up. Yeah, come on. Come get some. There we go. Signage. That's what I was looking for. It's a key. Take this key. Yes. You got the water prison exit key. Key found in the water wheel room, second floor basement. Up is carved into it. There's something written on the plate. To turn on the lights in the third floor cells, turn this water wheel. Remember that the water must flow in the direction of the water wheel. Of course, you also have to open the sluice gate on the roof. You copied the water wheel room plate message into your scrapbook. Okay, so looks like the water wheel runs from northwest to southeast. I'm sure that will be useful. Let's check the portal. See if there's anything going on back at room 302. I swear, Henry must be wearing tap shoes or something to click like this. Practically, he reminds me of Garrett from the Thief games with as much noise as he makes. Hey, the Avalanche scored a goal. They're only losing 2-1. It's not so bad. Three emails. Fortunately, on a Friday night, none of them are work. You would hope none of them would be work. Looks like the TV is off again. Tiffany's hosting me with her own little Twitch channel. Thanks, Tiff. Yep, TV's off again. Just like I thought, the power's blown. Alright, let me see. I'm going to stash the Saint Medallion, keep the exit key. Oh, and just like that, Winnipeg scores again. We're losing 3-1. At least Henry suffers less fall damage than Garrett. Yeah, that's true. God, ain't that the truth. Before we leave, let's check on Eileen and check outside the peephole. She's slack-jawed and weird again. All right. How about our peephole? Who is Frank yelling at? Interesting. If I had to guess, it'd be Richard, but it's hard to know. Let's enter the hole. Alright, now with that key in hand and those directions, we need to head back upstairs. All the way back. But now that the wall men are dead, we can go ahead and take the shortcuts up the ladders. That'll speed us up a little bit, which is nice. It's a ladder. Should I go up? Of course, Henry. You should keep going up and disregard those sounds. If you're able to, anyway. Now here, we can use the water prison exit key and move through this door. We are outside. I think they die if you club them over the edge. I hope so. I'll be pretty annoyed if they come back. Here's that Silent Hill fog we're all used to. I'm sure we were missing it. So we can keep going, but we should explore the second floor. Those big leech-looking things actually can hurt us. But Henry can kill them with a stomp. Hey, the Avalanche scored. They're now down only 3-2. I'm sure they'll end up disappointing me. They always do. Alright, so... it's not strictly necessary to kill these things when they're just hanging out on the walls. But I generally prefer not getting ganked if I can help it, so... kill the ones that are obviously in range and trying to threaten me. And then we'll start checking doors. Broken lock. Broken lock. Broken lock. It's a diary. I've been watching the surveillance room's peephole the whole time, and sometimes he's there. I can tell because I see a shadow move or hear his footsteps. Indeed. We've seen that a few times ourselves. The bottle's filled with black powder. Interesting. Broken lock. Whole lot of these leech things. Broken lock. And just one more to try, and then we need to head out and go to the third floor instead. There's something written on paper. It still looks like a kid's writing. I peed in my pants. I gotta wash them so nobody finds out. Oh, I just saw a shadow. I think someone saw me. These fucking dogs will not chill out, guys. It is something to behold. Oh, Tiff, you don't have to try and stop him. I was just making a comment in case people wondered what I kept looking at. Alright, let's keep heading up. Hummers! Say Hummers and a very shitty camera angle. It's trying really hard to make it so I can't really see to fight these things, but no matter, got it done. Alright. Now we can check out the third floor, or we can keep climbing. I believe it's wiser to keep climbing so we can open the sluice gate on the roof before we mess around with the third floor, because we were told by the memos that the sluice gate would turn on the lights in the third floor, and that we would use the cells on the third floor to access the administrative areas of the prison tower, so... Alright, that should be all of them. So, let's head to the roof. So we have this gate to the roof. Let's try it. Up here. The door won't open. It seems like it's locked from the inside. The other thing we were supposed to do up here is open the sluice gate. There's a handle here. Will you turn it? Yes. Cutscene time. Now we're ready to go explore the 3rd floor cell block. Trust me when I say you want to make sure all the Hummers are dead. You'll appreciate yourself in the second half of the game if you make that effort now. Alright, 3rd floor is the only place we have not gone yet. We're going to want to check it out. I believe we're going to have new monsters in here. Very, 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 very creepy ones. Gird your loins. There's graffiti here. Oh, Avalanche are now down 4-2. I'm a boy genius, and I figured out the answer to the surveillance room puzzle. It's light and water. Ah, yes, there it is. Look at that fucking thing. Fortunately, it isn't nearly as tough as it looks. Just beat the ever-loving shit out of it and give it a stomp. You'll be fine. Alright, let's try these. Alright, we've got blood and a hole. We don't want to mess with that yet. And we've got another hole. There's some clothes on the bed, and there's a note over here. There's something written on the paper. Now it will look like I'm sleeping. Huh? Were those footsteps? I wonder if they saw me. There's another one of those things. Stomping it still kills it, thankfully. I skipped a door. Let's check it out. 2 wall men. Oh, he dodged. It's all right. Got him. That got us pistol bullets. There's graffiti here. It still looks like a kid's writing. I want to hide, but I can't hide. There's another one of those holes. Hi, Naga Loki. Great to have you here, my friend. Welcome. It's good to have you back. Two more cells to explore. So you'll notice that the lights are on. That's important. It's a diary. I'm in trouble. I stood in front of the surveillance room and yelled as loud as I could, but nobody came out. It's a diary. We had beef stew yesterday. In the cafeteria, I heard there's a death chamber behind the kitchen, and they take meat straight from the dead people and cook it. That really scared me. You put the prison diary in your scrapbook. There are clothes lying here. And one more note. There's graffiti here. It still looks like a kid's writing. I got no clothes on. Alright. Well, there are many holes. There are 3 holes. I'm going to go through the first one I found and just see how it goes. Because I honestly cannot remember which hole to drop down. It's a hole. Jump in. Yes. Lock is broken. I can't open the door. So we're here on the 2nd floor with another hole. And let's go ahead and jump down to the 1st floor. Oh, yeah, it's been a while since we played through Dead Space, but it's great to have you. It's great to have you back. I appreciate you joining us. Oh, shit. Oh, shit! Stomp it and run away, Henry. Run the fuck away. Ooh, lordy. We need to go heal up. Then we can come back and kill that 2nd one. Ooh, that was close, dudes. Damn. Making me fight 2 of those things at once. We did We killed one. That's the important thing. It means we made actual progress that's worth going and healing and saving and coming back for. Alright, so we got a portal here. Let's take it. We need it really badly. Now, I happened to pick the right hole on the very first try there. So, for completion's sake, I'm going to run up to the third floor and jump down the wrong 2 holes just to see what happens. So our health is going to gradually refill in here, and we want to wait long enough for it to actually fill up, but I don't feel the need to check out the apartment because that was not a new portal. No, Naga, I have not played any of the Fallout 76 beta because I don't actually have Fallout 76 pre-ordered. I am awaiting the verdict of the Fallout fan base on the game's actual release, along with the many patches that I'm sure are going to happen early. Alright, let our health refill. Never, ever, ever waste health items while your apartment still heals you. And the Avalanche are losing 5-2, and that's going to be the final score because there are 90 seconds left in the game. It's now a 5-game losing streak. And we have to play Edmonton, in Edmonton, on Sunday. Somehow I don't think our fortune's going to improve when we have to go play Connor McJesus, as he's come to be known. Alright, so, back in the hole. Let's head back upstairs and try jumping down the other 2 holes first. Now we can take the shortcuts. I'm confident that all the enemies are dead. Alright, well, Avs game's over. We lost. Let's get drunk. Okay, so let's try the other one on the left first. Let's see where this one goes. Yes, jump in, Henry. Can go to the first floor. And that lands us here. Sadly familiar territory. That's okay. Alright, let's try the third floor again. For fuck's sake, Wilson, lay off. These dogs, you guys. They be crazy. This third floor, yes. Let's go see about the hole to the northeast. Fuck you, leech. Whatever. They seem pretty harmless. Yeah, Maya, what do you, having watched others play Fallout 76, what do you think? Fallout without NPCs goes a long way in covering it. Well, I heard that the gunplay left a lot to be desired because naturally in a real-time Morpeg you can't have VATS, but in stripping out VATS they didn't really make it a better shooter or a good enough shooter. Alright, so that just dumps us in this cell. Alright. Easy enough. Now we know where everything goes. There's no need to save again, because...
He's gonna kill me.
We didn't open or find literally anything new. Let's just head back down to the basement where that shower room is, and... let's kill that other freaky-ass monster in the shower room, and then explore the rest of this floor. Yeah, you! Fuck you! You almost killed me. How do you like them apples, huh? Now that your buddy system's all fucked up. Creepy-ass twin-headed baby thing. Alright, so looks like there's a ladder in the middle and another door. Door won't open. It seems like it's locked from the inside. Okay. Guess we're gonna climb up this ladder then. Ooh, we're in the surveillance room now. There's a document here. I'm sleepy. You put the first floor surveillance room report in your scrapbook. Alright. So we can look into all the cells. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm more interested in seeing into the ones that I couldn't get into before. So there are holes. And see, it marks it on our map, which is particularly cool. There are holes inside some of the ones we couldn't get to. There's the guy who's trapped. Great. Excellent. Alright. Oh, I believe we can keep going up. That feels like the right answer here. It's a ladder. Go up. There's a document here on the second floor. I want to go home. You put the second floor surveillance room report in your scrapbook. Well, that was useful. Let's peek into the cells. Oh, I remember this puzzle. It's like the only real legit puzzle in this game, and it's actually pretty annoying. But, I'll leave it alone for now. There's a handle here. Forget it for now, dude. Let's go up to the third floor. Alright, so here we are on the third floor. It's some kind of memo. The secret number for getting through the door in the back of the kitchen this month is 0302. Thanks for your cooperation. You put the secret number memo in your scrapbook. All right. Let's look through. Let's look at all of these cells as well. So what you need to do is actually pretty obvious. So if you look through all the holes, then you can see which cells have holes in them and which ones don't. And if you also pay attention, oh, it doesn't let me change floors. Oh, there we go. Okay. If you look in the basement, you have that locked room in the southeast. That's obviously where we want to go. But before we do that, we need to explore some of the other cells in order to locate a new weapon. Dogs! Wilson, come here. No charging around, no running into chairs. Good grief, dog. So we can turn the third and second floors. So you can see there are 2 extra holes here on the second floor. And 2 extra holes on the first floor as well. We have to do 2 iterations of this in order to find everything. Here on the third floor, you want to turn the handle once to the right. Doing that also has the side effect of opening up the cells. So if you look now, you can see that the map actually shows where you turned. So it shows the new positions of the 3 holes. So what we need is in the second floor southwest cell, where there is a hole we can now get to. So unfortunately, we have to go through the whole drill of going all the way down the ladder to the basement. Oh, and a cutscene.
Make me stay in there. God, please. Come on, let me out of here. So I didn't die in here. Make me stay in there, Walter, I'm telling you, don't walk away.
Who is that boy? And who are you?
His name's Walter. Walter Sullivan. I used to work at the orphanage watching the kids. I'm Andrew DeSalvo. They tried to make it seem like an orphanage, but according to that town's holy scriptures, it was actually the center of their religion. And that kid Walter, he was really into that mumbo jumbo, especially that descent of the Holy Mother business. It was scary. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now suddenly enemies spawn. If you're wondering how long we're stuck with the steel pipe, by the way, the answer is not much longer. We finally get weapon upgrades in the fourth world, and we very quickly find the best weapon in the game in the fourth world, which will make fighting much, much, much easier once we find it. You right back there, Tiff? We still haven't really done much. We could run back to the apartment and save, but there's not really a reason to right now. Right now we're just collecting a new weapon. So we head into the room where the hole is now. Here on the southeast. You'll notice that it's dark. The lights aren't working. No, Naga, I have not played Wasteland 2. But on the table here is a stun gun. Take the stun gun? Yes. Stun gun, weapon. High voltage stun device, fairly short ranged due to its need for direct contact. It's still a lot better than the steel pipe. And so from here, we can keep dropping down. And we're even going to land in the right room. But I talk about getting rid of the steel pipe, I immediately switch back so I have some range. So we can unlock this door to get back to the main basement hall. We're here in what appears to be the mess hall. So I'm sure you noticed that the lights were off. And or that it's dark in here. So the steel pipe actually winds up being a better weapon than the stun gun does because it's got range. There's a plate on the door. Remove the plate. Yes. You got the Watchfulness placard. Placard from Water Prison World. It shows an eye and says Watchfulness. It's dark and I can't see the buttons. Now that's the lamest adventure game logic in any Silent Hill game ever, but nonetheless the reality is we now need to turn the lights on before we can advance through to the last room. So these things have an unfortunate habit of respawning. I'm only going to kill the ones that are directly in the way. So let's go back up to the third floor first. And let's turn it once to the left, which resets everything to 0. All right. So I forgot that they actually adjust the puzzle on hard. But what you need to look for on every floor is the rooms with the bloody beds. So you see, just the floor is bloody there. Same there. Your clue, even on hard, is that they talked about the corpse disposal chutes. So of the 3 holes that exist, the correct one is the one there, where you can see the almost imprint of a body. So that's the upper right room. The first floor is the one that we cannot rotate. So we need to go up. We'll start on the 3rd floor. So in the upper right room, I need both. In this room, I need a hole and I need the lights on. Okay, so we don't have a hole, so we might as well just turn it again. We have a hole. Are the lights on? Yes, we have a hole and the lights are on, and look, you can see there's also a room with a bloody bed there, so perfect. Let's go down to the 2nd floor. Do the same thing. Let's just start turning, it doesn't really matter. So we don't have a hole right now, so we might as well just turn it again. We've got a hole. Do we have light? That's the real question. No, we do not have light. We gotta keep turning. Now we've got a hole, but do we have light? No, still no light. That's okay. Let's turn it yet again. Now there's a hole in there. And there's light. And that's also the bloody bed. So perfect. Now, let's head down, down, down. And we need to get back up and jump down the cells again. We could go save, but just trust me, we're very nearly done with this world, so there's no point. We will be back in the room soon enough. It's the 2nd floor. Let's head into the 3rd. Fuck you, leech. There we go. Here we are. Let's jump down the holes. We should ultimately find ourselves inside the room where we got the watchfulness placard, but the lights should be on so we can punch in the 0302 code. Lights are on. 0, 3, 0, 2. And the door's unlocked. Let's head in. This is the death room. Past the kitchen. And it lives up to its name. There's the guy we just met, Andrew, dead, with 18121 carved into his stomach. Apartment's definitely changed now. Look at the color. Look at the walls, they're getting grimier. Health is good. This is my bed. Remember, after you finish a world, fresh trip to the apartment, it's always worth checking things out for flavor text. Could that forest world have been somewhere on this photo of Silent Hill? Oh, I'm just kidding. His flavor text is the same, at least for all of these. Maybe we need to go to the new world first. Still looks normal outside, although if you look at the sky, it's now sunset. Evening, anyway. Alright, let's head on out. There's noise. If memory serves, it's actually from the bathroom. Hey, Lone Wonder. No worries. I'm glad you could join. You missed the entire water prison world, unfortunately. We met a man named Andrew DeSalvo. He died with 18121 carved into his stomach. There's no water coming out at all. The hole's even bigger now. There's a lot of noise coming from the inside of the hole. Will you go in? Not yet. Oh shit, look here.
Oh my god.
Blood. It's stained with blood. It smells horrible. Just like that water-filled room under the cylindrical prison. Was blood coming out of here? So yes, our apartment is most definitely beginning to deteriorate. You'll notice it's just generally looking a lot grimier. Someone's outside. Let's check the people.
How's it going with room 302?
Well, I just tried to open it up, but it looks like something's blacken it from the inside. Anyway, it's not the first time.
You mean the guy who lived here before?
And it wasn't just him either. There's something wrong with his whole apartment.
Why do you keep renting it out?
Don't say that. You're scaring me.
There's another handprint now. There are 18. 15 old ones and 3 fresh ones.
Well, anyway, I just slipped a note under his door. Don't worry about it too much. There are a lot of strange things in this world. The umbilical cord I keep in a box in my room. Lately it's started to smell terrible.
Huh? Umbilical cord?
That's weird, dude.
Well, forget I said anything.
It's really fucking weird, Frank.
Still. These noises.
So if you're paying attention, at the very beginning I pointed out there were 15 bloody handprints. There are now 3 fresh ones joining them. Let's look at our notes. There's a scrap of red paper stuck in here. It's stained with blood and I can't read it. You put the superintendent's memo into your scrapbook. There's a scrap of red paper stuck in here. I found something that's extremely effective against the ghosts. It saved my life. It was stuck into the huge rock in the woods near the orphanage. It's a sword blade with a handmade triangle-shaped wooden handle that has some kind of spell written on it. As a weapon, it's heavy and hard to carry, but somehow it seems to change in response to the ghost victim's power. Strike when the sword is energized. If you don't reduce their power, your attacks will be repelled. As far as I know, there are only 5 swords in existence with that kind of power. It's extremely valuable. July 23rd. He's talking about the Sword of Obedience, which I'll talk more about when we find our first one. He's right, there are 5. You put the red diary, July 23rd, in your scrapbook. My shoes. Come to think of it, when and where did I buy these shoes? Is there anything new in here? Any new flavor text, I mean. You guys would have appreciated it because she didn't comment in the chat, but when we found the blood all over the bathtub, Tiffany behind me just said, "Oh my God." I've got nothing to cook, so I don't need to wash dishes. Yeah, he's not changing his flavor text this time. Let's check on the Eileen people. Oh, never mind. We saw her in the hallway, so her room's going to be empty. Let's check the windows. And the radio and the clock.
And on a lighter note, we have a new addition to the zoo. Last night at 3 a.m., a female baby tiger was born, and both mother and child are reportedly doing just fine.
Well, radio still works. At least in short bursts. Let's try these windows. We have a better view here. Now look over at Richard's room. The guy in the blue, he's like he's lying down asleep from what we can see. How very interesting. Anything new here? No. No. I was that age once too. It's not a very sentimental memory for me. Alright, so let's do item management. We're actually getting closer to the point where we need these, but we don't need the watchfulness placard. And I'm not going to hold on to the stun gun. That short range is a real usefulness killer, and we're about to find serious weapon upgrades in the next world very soon anyway. Let's save. Let's head back into the hole. The hole's even bigger now. Yes, go in. Cutscene time. Introduce the new world. Alright. There's a portal right away, which it's pointless to save, but you want to enter every new portal you run across, because new things will happen in your apartment. And I mean, and we'll go ahead and save, obviously, but so at least we can skip that intro cutscene in the event that we die and have to restart. Oh, and there's something happening. Alright, flavor text still hasn't changed. But there are happenings. Someone's knocking at the door. Let's go have a look. Better check on your neighbor soon. Covering up the handprints. No one there except that message. Well, I suppose we should check on our neighbor then. Oops. No. Absolutely not, Gus. Uh-oh. Well, Eileen's not there.
What is that thing?
Robbie the rabbit, stuffed animal. Yeah, so we had a knock on our door, and there was no one there, but there was a message. Let's check on our other neighbors. Nothing different. Looks like Richard's still there asleep. That's one of, oh, I'm down to 3 viewers. I was wondering why chat wasn't reacting, because that's one of the best moments in the game, but it's because I don't have many people watching right now. That's alright. Better check on your neighbor soon. Alright, let's enter the hole. Oh, hey, Maya. I'm glad you're still here. Alright, so now let's go the only way we can go with all those freaky noises. Well, I suppose I am... Whoa! Something jumping over me. I mean, I suppose I'm stalking my neighbor in her bedroom, but I did just receive a message over all the bloody handprints telling me I'd better check on her, so... I mean, make of that what you will. I hear gunshots. Lock is broken. I can't open this door. Oh shit! Fuck you, my friend. So look where we are. If you've been paying attention outside our windows, you should recognize that side. South Ashfield. The lock is broken. I can't open this door. And cutscene time.
Ouch! Damn it.
Hi, Richard.
Where the hell am I? You're a real person.
He's been stalking around outside our door.
Hey, you're the guy that lives across from me.
Now here he is.
Yeah, my name's Henry.
I'm Richard Braintree, from 207. What the hell's happened to us? That hole in this freaky world. But if you're here too, then there must be something wrong with the whole apartment building. That must explain what happened to that other guy, too.
What other guy?
The guy who lived in 302 before you. A journalist. He disappeared one day. He got pretty crazy towards the end. Shut himself up in his room and wouldn't come out. Anyway, I'm getting the hell out of here. You should too, if you know what's good for you.
Wait. Watch out for that kid.
Oh shit! Oh hell no! Bash him. Count, to answer your question, you missed the water prison world. We met a man named Andrew DeSalvo who died and had 18121 carved into his stomach. And that's really about it. Although now we've actually met Richard, the guy we saw outside our peephole before, and apparently he's out in the freaky worlds with us. You watched the cutscene where we just actually met him, so... Lock is broken, can't open the door, door's shut tight, won't open at all. So... there's birthday cake and champagne here. You see a ghost pinned to the floor by... there's a weird sword stuck in his stomach and he's holding something in his hand. Take the item in his hand. Yes. He got the ghost's key. The key that the ghost was holding. Now, it was mentioned that there are 5 swords of obedience. The sword of obedience does not kill a ghost. It